kind of hurt my heart.
You and your actions. Love them.
I have to do them. Then you know when to start. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to the Tell-All Chairs. I'm Courtney and I'm sick. This is Jennifer.
She's trooping it out all for this episode. Okay, so today's episode is about
Decor.
oh look,
Thanksgiving.
She teed this up last time. We were going to talk about the giving of thanks.
Yes, the
okay.
giving of thanks.
So we're going to dive right into decor, is what you said.
Yes.
So, what did you grow up with on Thanksgiving as far as decor?
Well, my mom, is it echoing in here?
No.
Oh, so it's just my ears. Awesome.
Whenever she's under the weather, she's got a whole couple heads in there going.
I can hear myself talking. Anyways, I feel like I'm screaming. Okay, anyways, my mom always decorates for all the holidays. So it's just like the regular stuff. But she didn't like do anything like super like crazy. Like she got like the like themed like plates and napkins and everything. And she put out her little leaves and her little acorns.
Okay. So I think like I grew up in the generations before. I'll fill in here. And the generations before were red apple dishes. So special dishes that only came out for Thanksgiving. And
don't you have those?
I do. I have now my mom. So my grandma had a set, and then my mom had a set, and now I have that set. And then there'd be like red goblets. So that was like a full linen table with the red apples. That was always...
So how did you do that if you had a lot more people?
Well, that kind of leads into that was like the adult table. We got the red apples.
But like, that would have to be like what, 10 adults?
Yeah.
Give or take?
Yeah.
Like in my family, we have way too many, like when my grandparents were still alive, we have way too many people for that. Like we needed the pack of like 50.
So that kind of comes to like how many people traditionally, are at the gathering. Right? So it was a more intimate, gathering. Red apples, and then the kids' table was really all that needed to accommodate.
And they got the paper plates.
And they got the cute turkey paper plates and the paper cups.
I have a story about a glass cup being handed to my cousin.
Okay, we're going to get into some family drama later. Okay, so it sounds like the generations kind of standard, right? Like you had the adult table that was a little bit higher end, and then the kiddie tables, and there was a theme, that special dishes, special things that came out for that.
Yeah.
So then what else, on Thanksgiving Day? The entertainment. What
Football.
did entertainment look?
Football for the adults, and we played games at the kids' table.
Did you watch the Macy's parade?
Meh. I feel like it was always on in the background, but like, you get bored after 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, so Macy's parade, the thick newspaper full of all the advertisements, and football. That was
You looked through a newspaper?
Oh
On Thanksgiving?
my! See, yes.
Like, as a family.
You got the thick newspaper that had all the store's flyers in it. So that sat on a neutral spot. So when football was going on, if you weren't watching that, you were flipping through.
No.
Yes.
No. That's so horrible.
But that was before.
I'm shook.
No, that is for real. What happened? And then, I'm going to fast forward. So then when it came time, how about this for you guys?
Okay.
We always had to make the Christmas Santa list after dinner.
Like on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving. So those flyers, my dear, they primed the pump for what you wanted to put on your Santa list.
We would always me and my sisters, not like the whole family. We would get the big catalogs,
Mm-hmm.
and we flip through that and we'd circle what we wanted. By the end, we were like 700 circles.
That was a thing.
But it wasn't on Thanksgiving.
Oh, we had a huge newspaper.
I think it was like pre-Thanksgiving. So that they already like knew what we wanted. I don't know though.
I didn't even think about that newspaper thing until I was sitting here right now. Like, wow, that's what we used to do.
I'll
Big
have
old
to
newspaper.
ask the old parents if they know.
Check them.
So wait, was that when you were a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it wasn't like when your kids were kids?
No.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
No, because my kids are more your generation.
Yeah, right.
No, we didn't have that. So the entertainment was Macy's parade, looking through those flyers and newspaper, and then football. All day, football.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the core of Thanksgiving stuff.
We would always play games. Like, even when it was, like, all of us at my grandpa's house. Like, he had one that was, like, the Nintendo, like, 64s or whatever. So we'll either be playing that, or, like, he had, like, a pool table downstairs and, like, the whole setup. So it was, like, so fun when we were kids. And then now our tradition is always playing board games. So that's probably why I always am like, do you guys want to play a game?
Right.
Like, with your family? Because that's just what we do at my house.
Did you guys...
Because it gets everybody, like...
Did people go outside for walks?
Not for walks.
A game of football?
Depending on the weather.
Yeah.
And I guess when we were at my grandpa's, he had, like, this, like, huge space of a backyard. So we would. Mm-hmm. But lately, the weather's been so unpredictable.
Correct. Well, yes, because there's been Thanksgiving where it was 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
Did you remember the big snowfalls of yesteryears?
Like, oh wait.
On on Thanksgivings, like the big snowfalls or anything like that. Was there always snow during Thanksgiving?
No.
No?
I don't know.
Always was for me.
That's so hard.
Always had snow.
I think always snow on Christmas when I was little, for sure. Because I remember, like, we would go to the Christmas play and blah, blah, and there was always snow. Like, I know that's a different episode. Anyways, but for sure, Christmas, there was snow.
Okay.
But I can't remember with Thanksgiving. But I remember, like, we would always be cold because we'd wear, like, our sweaters and, like, full attire,
Full attire. Was it dress-up attire?
We would do, like, sweaters and, like, our nicest jeans or, like, nice pants. But we would only wear dresses for Easter and Christmas because we went to church.
Yeah. I think the generations before, dressing up for those occasions, Thanksgiving was part of that, was dress up.
Like dresses?
Like, dress up. Ties.
I will say, though, I miss that. Like, going to get a special outfit. Mm-hmm. Which, maybe if I have kids, I'll bring that back a little bit for my family. But, like, because you would get a new dress every year. Like, that's so fun. Like, who doesn't want that?
Well, it makes the occasion more elevated.
Right.
In what it is.
But now everybody wears, like,
comfy clothes.
This.
Because we gotta be comfortable when we're eating. So let's segue into food.
I can't wait. I'm so hungry.
Food.
Turkey.
Okay. And how is the turkey done?
In the oven.
Like the conventional oven or the, what do you call that thing? Sits on the counter?
No.
Nesco.
No,
Nesco
in the oven.
In the oven.
And we used to, and now we do it again, stuff the turkey with stuffing. But then for a while we didn't, because it was like, I don't know actually why we stopped. It's kind of nasty.
So do you make okay, wait, so that's a whole nother, let's go back to the turkeys.
Yeah.
Different ways of making the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I always grew up in a Nesco oven.
Is that like a big crock pot thing?
It's a white contraption. But
it looks like, and it has like a lid.
A lid, yes.
Yeah.
That was supposed to make it juicy or whatever, right? And then as the years went on, then there was like the bag in the bag technique. A plastic bag, I remember that, with flour or whatever.
What?
Then deep frying.
That's now, isn't it? More people do that now.
More recent.
Because I've seen all those like fail videos online of like
they pull it out and it's black and burned and charred, extra crispy.
Literally, Loki had like that, but you know.
And then more recently, what I've been doing is the spatchcocking. Spatchcocking.
I've never cooked a turkey, so I do not know what that is.
So that's how I've done for the last 6 or 7 years.
Is that when it's on top of like a grate and then there's like, you let the juices like drip or whatever?
Yeah, it's splaying the bird and face down.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
So,
but yeah, I remember you guys doing that. I'm like, what the?
It's a workout. Do you know? I don't have to do that, but it's a workout to get it flat and it cooks quicker. So,
all that's different. So weird. You're you're like murdering the bird again.
It is kind of gross, but it cooks better. It's juicy, and I think the baking time, the cooking time, bake, cook, whatever.
What is it? 350? 2 hours?
No, there's a per pound, sort of a thing. But I'm just saying, I think over the generations, like it was done a certain way, and now there are so many different ways, and I'm sure there's even more ways than what we just kind of labeled. But you brought up an interesting thing too that I recently heard about. Do you stuff the bird or not? That's a big controversial thing apparently. And so you
it's
guys
like gross.
You used to stuff the bird and now you all don't.
No, now we do again. At least we did last year. But my mom makes 2 separates, I think. She makes some with it stuffed and some unstuffed. Like some on the side.
Yeah. I think that's kind of interesting, and with the way that I do it recently with the spatchcocking, that's under but not in. So, but I'm going to say the generation before, it was always stuffed.
Right. Well, that's what it's called, stuffing, isn't it?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I am not knowing.
Okay, however, why is it a controversy? Because people just don't agree?
I don't know. It's either you're want it in the bird or you don't want it in the bird. There's
I just don't like it being mushy. This is so also controversial. I like everything to be dry on Thanksgiving for some reason. I love the white meat when it's dry. I love the stuffing dry and crusty. I don't know.
That's personal.
Weird.
Yeah, that's a personal thing, Court, huh?
Okay, but Brett too. He's like, ew, it's mushy.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people stopped stuffing their turkeys because it was too
too
applesauce like.
Okay, so other food things. So turkeys being the main entree.
I know another old person thing: cranberries.
When you say old person thing, are you looking this way?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna look right behind me.
No.
Cranberries started long before. I didn't like those.
Okay,
I don't understand
nasty.
them. I don't think I don't. Why do those come to the table on Thanksgiving?
I don't know what they're for. Are you supposed to eat them by themselves, or are you supposed to put it on potatoes or something?
I'm not knowing. I saw them on the thing, and I was just like, okay, there's the cranberries, and move it along.
And it's like a little Jello substance.
Yeah,
gross.
I don't understand that one either. What other food items of Thanksgiving that you go, oh? Here's something.
I was gonna say I'm not.
I asked you, and then I just dived right in. Jello.
I don't like Jello. You made it last year, and I literally was like, ew.
And everybody who is of your generation at the table doesn't like Jello. What the heck is with that?
Because we're just too Jello shot friendly, I think. That's the only way I'll eat Jello is if it's a Jello shot.
I find that to be a definitive generational thing.
No, I have friends that eat Jello for fun. But the pre-cupped Jellos, they don't make it in the pot like you have to, and pour it in the bowl.
But I've heard that from your generation of when Jellos show up, whether that's Thanksgiving or Easter or Christmas, it's and seeing it doesn't get eaten. I like it, so I'm still gonna make it. So screw y'all, but not just plain Jello, but
last year we had a fight about if it was raspberry, strawberry, or cherry.
So there's a little guessing game there.
I think it was raspberries.
I think
you mixed 2 flavors, low key.
So part of it is it brings the color to the table.
Ain't nobody in my generation give a f about that.
And I'm saying I was raised with that, like the different colors. So I think that might be why cranberries. And then you have corn and mashed potatoes and stuffing are all on the tans. Yeah. So then the cranberries, the jellos bring the color variety for you foodies out there. That I wonder if that might be what it is. Okay, so jello.
I think that's silly, but
jello is a thing, a controversial thing between the vegetables. Anything traumatic on the vegetable front?
No, but I prefer like green bean casserole or cornbread. Like I don't like just like regular corn or regular green beans. Like you need it to be like more hefty, special, I think.
More special. Okay. See that I hear that green bean casserole, and that to me rivets generations before.
It's so good.
And I skipped that whole thing. I cut that right out. So you're getting at this table.
I get at my parents' table, so whatever.
But that's a traditional, I think, Easter, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I do see it on like the Campbell's commercials and stuff.
Yes.
But I love. Do you like cornbread or just regular corn better?
I like the corn, but I like cornbread. So, but it's just so much that you can make in a kitchen on that one day. So I always go with the corn.
Fair. But freezer corn or canned corn?
Freezer corn.
Thank you. Because canned corn is nasty. That shit is gross.
Freezer all you can, the closest to freshness. All right, then the grand thing. Dessert.
Pie.
Oh, any particular pie?
Pumpkin
pie. That is a Thanksgiving thing. Now this, we have debate. We have had little tips in the house. There are, to me, certain foods that you only eat certain times a year around the holiday. And pumpkin pie is one of those.
Yeah.
You don't eat pumpkin pie 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
I do, but most people don't.
Wait until Thanksgiving. That's the specialness of it.
See, but the reason I want to make the pie this year is because when I was in high school, I would make them all the time just so I could eat them. Because I was just like addicted to it. I loved it.
I mean, it with Cool Whip or what I heard the other day, ice cream.
No. That's second option. Like if it's between Cool Whip, Ready Whip, and ice cream, it's Cool Whip, ice cream, Ready Whip. Ready Whip is disgusting. It tastes like nothing.
Ready Whip goes on a hot chocolate.
Yeah, that can just stay in the...
That's about it.
It could just stay at the grocery store as far as I'm concerned. There's no reason for it.
Are there any other pies other than pumpkin that resonate with Thanksgiving?
Yeah, like the pecan pie, apple pie.
Oh, apple pie.
I mean, apple pie is kind of just like a fall thing because that's when the apples are fresh. And then my family always does like a berry, like some kind of berry pie, whether it's like
blueberry.
Yeah, like blueberry or cherry. I don't know if that's a berry, or like the blackberries or whatever.
What is a mincemeat pie? Do you know?
Mince?
Yeah.
Meat?
Mincemeat.
A meat pie?
C-E. I don't know what season that is in, but I feel like it was Thanksgiving.
Is it like a meat?
I'm not.
Like ground beef or something?
No. I don't know what it is.
Minced meat or mincemeat or whatever sounds literally like you make a hot pie out of hot dogs or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I feel like that kind of came around once in a while during this time of year. But yeah, I'm not knowing.
Or like, what else? Obviously turkey is only Thanksgiving. Who else is buying a turkey all year round? Nobody.
I think some people have it for Christmas.
No. People have ham for Christmas, and ham is gross as well. Anyways, I feel like a lot of people make like I guess they're probably considered jellos. But my mom and dad call it the pistachio pudding.
Yeah. So good. Ooh.
It's like marshmallows, fruit, and pudding and Cool Whip. It's so good.
Okay, so we're gearing up for the dinner. Now, let's talk about family drama at the dinner table. Or what kind of occurs at the family dinner table?
I don't know, but the story about the cup, that makes me laugh every single time.
So it's the kid table cousins?
Yeah, this
All right, let's
the
bring
kid
it.
table. And we still to this day laugh about it, and he could drive now. Like, he's the babiest cousin out of all of us. My best little friend, I love him. Anyways, But he had a glass cup for the first time.
A real glass cup, like you graduated from the plastic sippy cup? Okay.
Oh my god. And I don't know, he was getting excited about something and he's like wailing his arms and he slaps that shit all the way across the room. And it shattered his milk all over the wall. And it's just, I can still picture it. He starts sobbing and then from now on we don't let him have glass cups even now.
So he's never going to graduate from a kid's table.
No, he's always going to be the baby.
Okay, so shenanigans that used to occur at the kids' table on our front. Cousins, all of us. But the two older ones between two different families, they like to play tricks on each other. So we would only get milk, right, at the kids' table.
Yeah.
You can't see what perhaps might be
In
a milk.
Oh, gross.
And all the cousins but one knew there were peas at the bottom of that glass.
No.
So as the dinner's going on, they're drinking,
no, and
we're all kind of giggling, right? Because we're like, until they get to the very end of the last drink, and there's peas in
a mouthful of peas.
Oh
Probably.
my gosh, they used to. I mean that stuff was funny. The kids' table is the most fun table.
Oh yeah,
and it was always out of sight of the adults. Ours was. Because, you got so many people, like you said, that you have the formal table and then you got to go around the corner or whatever in a different room for the kids.
That's how they should do it. We never did it like that. It was just like opposite ends of the room.
And the kids' table was where all the fun and the shenanigans.
Don't you feel like, though, somebody always ends up crying?
No.
I don't know why, but I feel like maybe my cousins are bullies, but I swear to God, somebody would always end up crying and it was never me. It was always the littlest cousin.
There was always fighting or shenanigans and playfulness. It wasn't vindictive or whatever, but to this day, like you say, I still have those memories of watch what's in your glass, especially if it's a milk glass. You can't see what's at the bottom of that. But yeah, okay. And then the other thing, well, I guess that was kind of only the family drama at the table, but
sometimes I wish there was more drama because I see all these funny videos, and I'm like, my family doesn't scream at each other like that.
Yeah, we don't want any screaming, but
it's like the fun drama, though.
Yes, the playfulness.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so then we've had the dinner, we have the shenanigans, and then we move to the post-dinner. So we're all full, we're all sitting around, and to me, it gets divided in between you have the chefs and then the dishwashers.
Really?
Yeah. Have you not noticed, whoever, orchestrated, they're running around the kitchen crazy, but then when dinner's done, a whole different set of people take over clearing the table and rolling the sleeves up and doing the dishes.
No.
No?
Not really.
So who gets stuck doing the dishes?
All the
old people.
Yeah. All the old women. My mom and her sisters will always just clean everything up.
But, yeah.
And lately, it's been always at my mom's house, or my parents' house. And she obviously cooks the majority of the stuff. And she still cleans up. But it could be because it's, smaller now. I don't know.
That is, I've seen it across a couple different families as far as who rolls up their sleeves and
it's never me.
Clearing off the table, and then a different set, does the dishes and does the pots and pans, and then gets the leftovers, kind of organized.
I'll bring all the stuff back, but I'm not cleaning it. Because also, I feel like it has to be whoever knows where it goes.
Yeah.
Especially in this house.
Well, and there was so on our side you had the red apples, and that's not something you just threw in the dishwasher. Those got hand washed.
Right.
So you just didn't let anybody. That was kind of I've grown up, I get to do the red apple dishes. It was kind of like a passing of I'm now able to wash the red apples. I'm trusted with the red apples.
It's like when you hold a baby for the first time.
Yeah, you graduated
old
into
enough.
that.
Interesting. I would not want to do it regardless.
Well, that's not your but that whole contribution of everybody kind of contributing. Okay, So then there's the leftovers.
Always everybody gets it.
So whatever's there, they just kind of divide and conquer? Everybody
feel
gets
like-
a little bit of turkey? Or is it like, so-and-so gets turkey, so-and-so gets the green casserole, so-and-so can take the cranberries?
Well, I feel like if you don't like something, obviously you're not going to take it. But they offer you everything in my house. And I'm taking the turkey, I'm taking the pie, I'm taking the green beans and the rolls. I'm taking
And
everything.
so there's like mini dinners that are orchestrated?
Kinda.
Okay.
What about you?
I've seen it both ways, because in all honesty, the leftovers were never compiled till after the second meal. So you had Thanksgiving dinner, then you went and watched football,
And then you ate again.
then you ate again.
Yeah.
And then what was ever left over, then it was kind of like a divide of
Right.
who wanted what, right?
Well, do you guys do did you guys do rounds of food where it was just be snacks and finger food out first until the real meal was done?
No, the only thing that was out, interesting that you say that, was nuts. Not nuts that were already cracked, but
Oh.
real nuts, like walnuts in its shell, and almonds in its shell, and hazelnuts in its shell. And that was a little bit of entertainment, slowed you down before, so you didn't eat a whole bunch of stuff before the big meal. So we all kind of rallied around, the actual nutcracker and and then it became a little competition. Go figure, we talked about competition before, but can you crack a walnut and get it out in whole?
Mm.
And so then as soon as
I've never cracked a walnut.
as soon as you broke it, then you gave it to Grandpa or whatever to eat it, and
Oh,
you're on
literally, 'cause
you're
you're
on
like-
to the next one. We have business to do here. Crack nuts. So that used to be a big thing, that there would be a huge bin of mixed nuts in their shells at the grocery store, and you'd buy a huge bag and do that. And for years, I have not seen that because I wanted to relive that tradition.
Yeah.
I just now am starting to see, but it's like a bag of mixed nuts and then another bag of mixed, all in a huge bin.
Mm.
And there's special tools that you use to do that. So it's starting to.
Did you get up for Thanksgiving then?
I didn't, but I may have to do it because I have the tools.
I was just saying, I've never cracked a walnut before.
That was like a little entertainment that if you got it out successfully, you might eat it, and then you didn't ruin Thanksgiving dinner. You didn't preload with cheap appetizers because you wanted to be hungry for Thanksgiving dinner.
True. I feel like there's always stuff out and I start...
Nibbling,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then getting filled. Doesn't take much to fill up a little.
No, my tradition, I should have said this, is me and my sisters all weigh ourselves before and after dinner. So you can gain the most. It's always me, especially my little sister doesn't eat barely anything.
Wow. Okay, so then, wrapping up. We got through all that. And remember, we made that Santa list. Next day is what?
Black Friday.
So, what does your generation do about Black Friday?
Well, now it's all month long, basically. So now I don't even think any stores open anymore.
On Black Friday?
No, early or late or whatever.
Okay, so how it used to be, I'm sitting here going, I don't know if there was Black Fridays when I was growing up. But when I was a parent, the Black Friday specials started to come about, and we would stand in line at 4 a.m. with 100 other people, freezing for a Wii. A little, like the gaming system.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would get up at 4 a.m. to get those doorbuster deals. And you thought you were way ahead of the game. You're like, woo, we're going to roll in. And 100 people are already in line.
Yeah.
It was a madhouse. And I only did that 1 year. Because I got in fisticuffs over a pair of jeans. I was holding the jeans. And a woman came along and grabbed them right out of my hand. And I said, excuse me. I grabbed it back.
You said, bitch.
I think I was nice, but I grabbed him back firmly. I just wanted to get out of there, and I said I was never doing another Black Friday event, and I didn't for like 15 years until niece your age had not experienced that joyful event. So I said, let's do it. You get all sorts of great deals up till noon, but after that, no. So I agree that the Black Fridays are like month ahead now. Like I'm already getting advertisements for Black Fridays.
Yeah. So all week long.
And then Cyber Mondays came into play. Do you remember when those came in?
I don't remember when they came in, but I remember my mom like almost preferring them at some point. Because she was like, I don't want to wake up so damn early, especially we have to drive an hour to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So then she was like, I'll just get it on Cyber Monday.
Those were, I mean, as I sit here, begrudging that I was up at 4 a.m. to do that, it was kind of a fun memory.
I wish that was still a thing.
Black Friday shopping.
Yeah, like in person. I think I did it one time with my mom, and it was already when it was starting to be like Thursday night through.
Right.
So we went at like 10 p.m. on Thanksgiving. But I only did it the one time, I'm pretty sure. And I don't remember us getting like great deals or anything. And now I feel like all the brands have like figured it out to where they just mark it up, or they have more enticing deals like before or after. Where it's like you would be saving more money if you ordered it a month ago.
Yeah, like I don't know now when is the best price to get this that I want. Do I do it now, which is the week of Thanksgiving? Do I wait till Black Friday, or do I wait till Cyber Monday and then, well, I guess I missed the whole sale because I don't know when is the right time anymore.
No, and then right before Christmas, I feel like there's always deals because they're trying to sell like the rest of everything. Yeah. Don't you think?
Well, I try to get all my Christmas shopping done well ahead. I used to be able to have my Christmas shopping done by Thanksgiving and wrapped. Not anymore.
I have not bought a single item.
Well, you're going to have to get on that because it's Thanksgiving week. The week of giving thanks is here.
And I'm thankful I have not spent any money yet.
So with that, are there any closing
remarks
on this episode that you
go around the Christmas or go around the dinner table and say what you're thankful for with your family and mean it? Don't just say like something stupid. Like think of what you're thankful for and go around.
I agree. I mean, we got to bring back a little bit of that of why we're gathering, right? Or of why are we gathering for.
And
good memories.
Yes, people don't think about what they're thankful for enough, I feel. Like, it could be like you're literally thankful for your eyesight. Or whatever. Yep. Like, that's not stupid. That's like real.
Gratitude. A special day just to show the gratitude. So.
All right, beaches. If you don't go, you won't know. And we'll see you next 2 weeks from now.
Next 2 weeks from now. All right. See you later.
Just this one, maybe the rest of the episode.